Let me ask you a question. What are you going to do if your job fires you? What are you going to do if another company buys them out? What are you going to do if your job shuts down? Have you ever asked yourself those questions? What if? What if those things actually happen? Then what? What do you have to fall back on? Most people never think about that. But wisdom develops more than one skill. Wisdom understands that you have to develop more than one skill. Why? Because life is unpredictable. You don't know what can happen on your job. It's a scripture that I want to share with you that is fascinating. It's mind-blowing, okay? Ecclesiastes chapter 11, verse 6 says, "In the morning sow thy seed, and in the evening withhold not thine hand, for thou knowest not whether shall prosper, either this or that, or whether they should both be alike good." This scripture changed my life. This changed my work ethic, because this kingdom principle tells me that whatever I do, I'm going to succeed. Whatever you are going to do, you are going to succeed. But you have to plant the seed in the morning when you go to your job. Yeah. But my question is, what are you doing before you go to your job? See, the morning symbolizes beginning. That's when you start learning. That's when you start developing. That's when you start building. For example, when I went to my job, I had to be there at 5 a.m. I set my alarm for 3 o'clock. I'm planting my seed. I get up, I pray, I open up my laptop, and I'm researching the skill that I want to start learning, that I want to start building, and I want to start improving on. And I got my notebook, I got my books, and as I'm starting to learn, starting to develop, I'm taking down notes. And when it's time for me to go to work, the notes that I took down inside of the book, that comes to work with me. And when I'm on my job, guess what I'm doing? I'm meditating on the notes that I wrote down, because we have control over the planting. And the scripture says, "And in the evening withhold not thine hand." So whenever you get off from your job, what are you doing in the evening when you get off? "Oh, I'm tired." Is that what you're saying? "Oh, it's been a long day." Is that what you're saying? How can you say that if you want more out of life? And it says, if you follow this kingdom principle, for thou knowest not whether shall prosper, either this or that, or whether they should both be alike good. He's telling you, if you have control over the planting, God has control over the harvest. And the harvest is going to prosper. The harvest is going to succeed. But it's essential that we learn more than one skill. See, we confuse our gifts with our job. See, we confuse our gifts with our job. Your job shuts down. Company buys out. They fire you. But guess what happens when all three of these components take place? Guess what leaves with you? Your gift. Your gift leaves with you. Why? Because your gift is built inside of you. Your gift is built inside of you. When God designed us, He built gifts inside of us. But we have to develop more than one skill in order to discover our gift. That's how you discover your gift. You learn more than one skill. And as you're learning these skills, you find out, okay, I enjoy doing this. This is what gives me content. This is what makes me happy. This is what I wake up to, and I'm ready to put it to work. It brings joy, right? Your gift. Think about a bird. When God designed a bird, God built flying inside of a bird. So do you think a bird is happy when he's flying? Absolutely, he's happy because he's exercising and he's operating in the God-given ability that God placed inside of him. But say if we take a bird and we placed a bird inside of a cage, does the bird lose its ability to fly then? No, he doesn't lose his ability to fly. He can still fly. But guess what is limited in a cage? His capacity. He can't fly to his full potential. A job is like a cage, right? A job is like a cage. It limits you. A job can tell you how much you can earn in a year. I heard a wise man say, if you work hard on your job, you make a living. But if you work harder on yourself, you make a fortune. You make a fortune. It's people that are working a job, but you know what they're doing whenever they get off their job? Like the scriptures say, they withhold not their hand, and they are learning new skills. They are learning new languages. It's someone that is learning languages, different languages, and making hundreds and thousands of dollars. Hundreds and thousands of dollars. I heard someone say, man, I'm about to learn another language so I can make another million. Learning more than one skill. This is so good because it's like a fish. God built swimming inside of a fish. If you take a fish outside of the ocean and place the fish inside of a pond, can the fish still swim? Yes, he can swim. But guess what is limited? His capacity. The ocean, a fish can swim thousands of miles. But in a pond, man, please, pond is limited, man. Your job limits you. Your job cannot allow you to fully exercise your God-given ability. And I'm not saying quit your job. That's not what I'm saying. So please don't say Stephen Hughley said, quit my job. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you use your job to fund your gift. You use your job as a tool to get where you want to be at in life. You don't stop here. You don't stop here. Proverbs chapter 18, verse 16 says, a man's gift makes room for him and brings him before a great man. Roll my eyes right quick. It didn't say a man's job. It says a man's gift. Your gift makes room for you. It's fascinating because when I seen this, I was like, my gift makes room for me. Not your job, but your gift. But on your job, you have to exercise God's kingdom, his culture, by walking in there confident, by walking in there head high, chest up, a good posture, and knowing who you are and knowing that you are using this job to fund your gift. Don't mope around. Now, I know it's hard to work at a job that you don't like. I know it's hard. But if you develop this kingdom concept of, I'm going to use my job to fund my gift. It's some of you that wants to start something. It's some of you that wants to build something. Oh, I want to do this. Oh, I want to do that. But you're like, my job is holding me back. Use your job to get where you want to be at in life. Your job is not your gift. Your gift is built inside of you. Learn a new language. Get your phone, prop it up, and record yourself doing what you love to do. Some of you love to cook. Some of you love to clean. Some of you love to talk. If you're reading a book and you're getting a new understanding or new revelation from a book, prop your phone up, press the record button, and record yourself talking about it and post it on the platform. Don't let a job limit you, okay? It says a man's gift make room for him. And I was reading that Joseph in the Bible, he had a gift of interpreting dreams. And he was in prison. He's in prison. And people outside of prison were looking for Joseph. Where's this guy Joseph? I heard he can interpret dreams. Where is it? We need him. They had a problem, but Joseph was the only person who could solve their problem because he had a gift. Once you discover your gift by learning more than one skill, people will have problems that only you can solve. The people outside of prison were looking for a man that was in prison because Joseph was the only person who can solve their problems. And guess what happened? The people that needed him, since he was the only one that can solve their problem, they took him out of prison. Joseph became a king. His gift brought him before a great man. His gift allowed him to be in a palace. I'm here today to tell you, God built gift inside of you. God built gift inside of you. Life is unpredictable. If you work in a job, you don't know what can happen. Your job can shut down, a company can buy them out, a job can fire you. It was a blue collar plant like 45 minutes from my house. And that plant been there for years. When I say years, it's been there for years. A couple months ago, they shut down. They shut down. And I'm on Facebook scrolling, and people are in distress. What am I going to do now? This was the only job that I depend on. What can I fall back on? And when I seen that, I was like, wow. That touched me because I do not want to be in a place like that where I'm working a job and the job shuts down or a job fires me or a company buys them out. And I have a family to feed and I'm in distress because I limited myself from not learning more than one skill. God gave us the earth to rule. God gave us the earth to exercise our kingship. But we have control over the planting. God controls the harvest. That's why my book is titled Life Pays You in Harvest. Life pays you in harvest. It does. Because God controls the harvest. And the seeds that we are planting, it produces in harvest. In 5 years, in 10 years, in 15 years, you're going to be a place in your life based on the seeds that you planting now. When you look in the mirror in 5 years, in 10 years, in 15 years, and that person that is staring back at you in that mirror, that person is designed, that person is functioning, that person is built based on the seeds that you planted. I pray that this video really resonate with you all, because you have a God-given ability. God created us in his image. Then he gave us dominion. We are kings. Ladies, you are queens. But we have to understand the kingdom concept of we hold the power. And we just have to exercise our power by walking in it, by believing in it. Plant the seeds and watch God control the harvest.